Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about production. What I mean by production is four, I guess, areas of this game. First is fields, second is livestock, industrial facilities or factories, and the last one is mines. So, as you can see, if we go to shops, all the products you see here, you can actually produce yourself. So instead of you having to go to your warehouse to buy the product from other players or from the game provided, I guess, stock, as you can see here, Ticarium Supply Office. The problem with this is that it kind of takes away some of your margins. So if you click on the info here, the average cost of painkiller is 2.44 and I'm producing it my own. If I go to the lowest priced and a horrible quality like just 10%, you can see that it will just chew through that price. Right now I have 59%. If you go to quality decreasing, players who sell this usually sell for more. Remember the price for the painkiller is only 4.4 to produce myself, but if you want to buy it the cost is higher, and when you sell it on the market the daily store revenue compared to the profit margins gets lower. That's why you should try to produce everything you sell. Of course you will not manage to do that because it's just too hard and too difficult. Not too difficult, but sometimes it gets too much that it starts to be confusing, and sometimes it's hard to supply all the demand that your shops have. Anyways, first let's start with the field. So the fields, as you can see here, I waited till my production is completely finished. I have some fields here. Let's move this to warehouse. So this is how you can see, I guess, the field. First you need to get the license. Obviously you go to here to field business license and buy it so you can start a field. You can see all the facilities here and the cost of them. There's so much, like all the products you can grow on the field are available here. So after you buy a field, you first need to sow it, or do the sowing, which you can basically choose a product, and that's like a product, for example a pistachio here. I could remove it, right, and then I can change the type of product to something else, but I won't do that because you actually lose it and you have to redo it, and it will take time. So right now, as you can see, you can produce for 6 hours of time, but the thing is, if you have VIP you get 12-hour options. So it's better to have VIP for production, but I don't have it. I don't buy it, so that's the thing. You can buy it with coins, but I just choose not to. Anyhow, as you can see here, there are 3 stars on top of this pistachio thing. So if you want to increase those stars, it's related to research or quality. I believe you start with 0% and that gives you 1 star, and then once you get to 25% quality you get the second star. Third star is at 50%, the fourth is at 75, and the last one is at 100%, which is 5 stars. And what's good about these stars is that you can actually increase the produced amount every star. Like whenever you buy the star upgrade, you get an increased produced amount, and that goes for all the type of production from like fields, livestock, factories, and mines. All of them do work the same. Let's just move this to warehouse right now, and then I'll start production. So of course production you need some money, so always keep some money rolling in your bank, so in your balance, sorry, so you can actually just run production. Right now you see that cost me like about 1 million to run all these fields. And oh, I actually forgot. Okay, let's actually speed this one for 24 coins. Here's the upgrade I told you about. You can spend 100,000. As you can see, for 1 hour I produce 4,500 kilograms of rubber. If I upgrade this one, you'll see it increasing. As you can see, from 4,500 it went to 5,625. So that's why you should always like research your products and stuff like that, so you can increase your production. Uh, right now, moving to livestock. Livestock works the same, But the only difference here is that sometimes on these livestocks you need some requirements. So there's not many, there's only like 5 of them, I believe. So for fish farms, you don't need actually any requirements. And the bee farm, you need glass. You need to have glass to store the honey, I guess. But the rest of these I don't know because I just don't own. But probably it's only the bee farm that requires glass. Let me show you 1 second. So if I click on one of those farms, right, you can see here that it requires raw materials. So always it's a good thing you can start buying glass, I guess, at 50% or a higher quality. That will translate to a better quality on these produced honey. So I think it takes about, it contributes about 30% of the quality, I don't know, of the final product, but I believe that's how much it gives, I guess. But that's just for the livestock. There's not much about it. It just, you have to get some glass and that's it. Just start production. Industrial facilities. This one is way more complicated, but we'll get to that in a second. For the mines, you simply buy land over here. You can click on land, and the game gives you a list of available land you can buy right away. And every land has like a mine, like a product or a reserve. So as you can see, for chemical mine over here, it's based in China, and it has 3 million reserve. If you buy this, the average cost of one chemical material will cost you about 0.4. But then you add the transportation cost and stuff like that, so it will increase. So it's always better to buy land that's close to your headquarters, so you actually reduce the transportation cost. So as you can see, the list the game gives you is super long, like, so you just have to search for it. If you don't want to do that, just go to land exploration, choose the type of land you want, like silica, timberland, gold, silver, whatever, and then choose the country you want this land to be, or to buy it. And then you can use gold, I guess, to I guess explore for this, and it would take 4 minutes. I will give you a couple of options you can buy, and that's that. But only use the land exploration when you can't find what you want in the buy land option for free, this list over here. If you don't find it here, then I guess you can go for land exploration with coins. But yeah, as far as the mine goes, you just, I guess, build a quarry on top of the land you just bought, and that's it, and you just start producing. But of course, if your reserve runs out, you have to just close the mine and then buy another land and start over, and that's how it is. As you can see here, I have 3 million left of 3.7 million of this chemical material facility, and that goes basically for everything. So mines are pretty simple and straightforward. Now let's go back to the industrial facilities. This one is a bit more complicated because some of them, if you can see all facilities here, some of them have so many products, and the thing is, you some of these products just require so many items that it just gets complicated and tough. For example, if I want to start, let's say, things I already have, right? Medicine factory. This medicine factory requires, I believe, two things to have. It requires you to have chemical material and plastic to start production. So, and some items I think require up to 3 to 4. Like some advanced stuff, it requires more materials to start with. If you go to the, let me see, to the main menu here and the market condition, let's go for a notebook PC, for example. You can click on this thing and you can see it requires so many raw materials. Like it requires steel, plastic, LED screen, batteries, RAM, notebook mainboard, CPU, SSD. So you have to produce all of these things in order to actually start producing a notebook PC in your factory. And if you want to be self-sufficient, it kind of gets complicated a little bit. So at some point you kind of have to rely on other players to buy some required materials. But if you can produce everything yourself, your profit margin will be through the roof, and that's the best way, to be completely honest with you. And one thing as well, like some of these factories, especially like the once you get to cars, oil stuff, batteries are extremely expensive. Like right now, I unlocked the car spare part at 500 million. As you can see, all of these are on. I haven't unlocked because it does require a lot of value, like 2 billion, 15 billion company value to start these. But I'm talking about these like medium ones. As you can see, like look at this. Like it costs 22 million to open this one. Just insane amount. And the problem is, once you open it, you have to pay even more just to unlock the lines. As you can see, I only have one line in the car spare part, simply because if I can click on change production or production lines, one line requires like 24 million, 22 million. It's just super expensive to start, and to upgrade the factories as well, they are very expensive. So at the beginning, I guess you can start with cheaper factories, maybe. Like the medicine is in a really good position. Like it's not too cheap, it's not too expensive, but it will, I guess, help you a lot with your profit margins. So you just need the required raw materials, and you can just start production, and that's it. So I believe all the production facilities have maximum level of 3 levels. As you can see here, you can upgrade them, and sometimes it gets really expensive, and that's, for example, for the tire factory to upgrade it, it will cost me 18 million just to upgrade to the level 2. So yeah, that's the problem with this, I guess. Also, one thing, very important thing to keep in mind, as you can see here, I have made a huge mistake with the fish farm over here, because I unlocked all the production lines, which was a stupid mistake, because you can only have three. So basically, I wasted money on these other three things, because same thing with here, like I bought four lines, but you can only have three lines, and that's it. That's the maximum for everything. Of course, with the fields, it's only one line, just one field, I guess. But factories and livestock, it's only three lines. And mines, of course, is one thing. You cannot mine two products on the one quarry, I guess. So that's, I think, that's all for production. That's just straightforward. But I guess if you want to know, if you want to like open a new shop and you don't know the material you need and whatnot, the research you want to prepare for, you can go to market condition and then search for that product, I guess, and then you can click on this one right on next to the research information. These three tabs, you can see if I want to get this Allen set or produce it, I just need steel, and they will, yes, you can produce it. If you want RAM, you need three things: silicon, electronical material, and copper. And that's how you, I guess, prepare or have an idea of what you want to do, because you don't want to start like a factory and you don't even know what you want, like what you are required to have. Because the problem is, let's say for example, I want to produce all season tires, right? I want it to like be at 50% quality, so I finish research of all season tires to 50%, but then the problem is you also need the rubber to be at 50% and the steel to be at 50%, because those are two things that are required to start producing this. So if I want to produce a 50% all season tires, I have to have the all season tire itself researched to 50%, the rubber to 50%, and the steel to 50%. One trick is you can actually just buy a really high quality steel, like 80% steel, right? And then you can, I guess, compensate for the lack of quality of the rubber. Like that kind of works out. So as you can see here, the quality of my all season tires, right, at 15%, or summer is at 20%, right? And the quality of my rubber that I'm using is 26, and the steel is at 68. So this should end up at like close to 40% or 30-ish. So let's see over here. If we click on start, okay, I still need more steel. Okay, 1 second, let me just get some steel. Just buy this one. Okay, so if we start production, the final product, as you can see here, summer tires, which was 20% quality in my R&D, is now at 41, and the one that is like 15% is at almost 40. Of course, these I always use the cars until the quality on my research is better. So this is one thing I guess you can use to better or improve your the quality of your products, even if you don't have everything researched to 50% or whatever the required quality that you're wishing for or that you're targeting, I guess. Because the better the quality, the quicker your products will sell in your shops. That's the only great thing about it. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why, because naturally, if you have a better quality product, I think you should at least sell it for a more margin, I guess, but that's just not how it works. It only adds to this number over here, the possible sale amount. It will increase the sales of your products, and that's it. So I think that's it for the production. Yeah, there's not much to talk about it really. It's just that industrial fertility is the one that's really interesting because it has the most amounts of factories. I guess there's this is where you can get most of your products. Like period. Like there's a lot of factories you can build, and yeah. So I guess thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you with your journey. I guess. Yeah. See you on another video.